Everybody, welcome to another Buddy Reviews. Today we're checking out this plate carrier right here. So this is a Emerson Gear plate carrier, and they call this their 094 kilo 094K plate carrier. This is not mine. It's actually a friend's. He got this, wanted me to weigh in on it, and asked me if I would review it, and also just what my thoughts were. I was like, I'll check it out, and I'll tell you. So here we go. Right out, you have the front here. This is a triple mag. It is actually sewn to the carrier. It is part of it. So if this is not your jam, or if you don't want to run AR, well, you may not want this. Holds 2 P bags per pouch with no problem. It will hold a singular 74 mag. Well, and it will hold 2 of these AK-556 mags right here. These are kind of cool. Actually going to review these coming up soon, talking about them and kind of beating them up a little bit, because a buddy of mine was very skeptical of the clear polymer, so we'll get more into that later. But anyway, triple mag on the face. It will hold an okay amount of mags. What I don't think it will hold at all is 760 by 51 pouches, because the tolerances are very tight here. It is similar in design to Eagle Industries or London Bridge pouches. You've got your elastic that goes around the entire face of the pouch, big grommets at the bottom, large area Velcro, and then your tapered lid. Very, very common design, very oftenly repeated design, very good design, honestly. Eagle and LBT both did great pouches. But I think that is a limitation of this rig, is you have this big triple on the front. Some people like it. I personally would rather have placard system or Molly and just add my own pouches. But, hold on, back that up. If you are looking to just one and done kind of situation, this might be your jam, because triple mags, and we have radio integration in the Cummerbund. So the Cummerbund is a modernized version of the LBT Cummerbund, meaning they're running rock buckles on here, which I hate, but that's what they got going on. But it is a standard LBT style Cummerbund. So let's pop this other rock buckle off, if it'll work. There we go. And we'll open this up. We'll talk more about the front plate bag. So let's just pull the front plate bag off. Shoulders are rock buckles as well. We'll talk more about the rest of this in a second. So let's talk about just the front plate bag. So the front plate bag is decently sized. At first I thought it was going to be just a medium, but I think this might hold large plates. I don't have my medium triple curves available to test, but I did have SS Precision training plates in here with large plate backers, and they did fit. So like actual Kevlar backers when I was actually using it and testing it. Very similar to the LBT. You have this little like plate. What's the term for this? Like a plate hammock. It's to help kind of keep the plate. It's like a plate lifter right in here. That is also how it keeps the plate inside. Bag's pretty generous. Nothing really crazy going on. Stitching looks good. You have a big Velcro field right here for your plate lifter to adhere to. Just kind of set it, you're good to go. That's how you pull your plate. You have a large loop field inside of here. Doesn't really need anything, nothing for that. This is, you could kind of tuck this back here if you want. So on the face of this is kind of cool. It's a little different than my real LBT, but this is a little bigger. I did notice that when I was comparing the two. We have a large patch panel on the front. Take this 3x5 off of there, and then you have this guy right here that comes down and opens up. So what this is for, this is for integrating with a London Bridge item, and it basically is a admin pouch. You put it Velcros in here, this Velcros to the outside of it, and then this is how it closes. It stays shut. You open that up and it drops down. It's kind of a neat idea. I never really saw anybody run it when I was in. I worked on Little Creek. I saw a lot of SEAL team guys that were running 1694s. I never saw any of them run that at all, ever. That doesn't mean people don't. I've just never seen it done. On the face here, we have this Velcro one wrap to help with hoses and cable management. Then you have 4 attachments total, so 2 on each side for PTTs and extra cable management. Something I utilize this cavity with this Velcro for is I will run cabling under here and then use that kind of extra cable management for PTTs and antennas, depending if I had to like move stuff around. Build quality is not bad though. The stitching overall is mostly single stitch, but that's not a thing. It's not a real big deal. It's what it is. Anyway, let's move on to the back plate bag. So the rear plate bag, very similar to an LBT, almost identical. You have the drag handle back here, and it goes down to right about midpoint of the plate bag. You also have the 1/2-inch Velcro one wrap cable management on the back, and then the shoulders are your typical LBT style shoulders. You've got a tri-glide, large tri-glide back here and here, and that's how you adjust everything. The shoulder pads are typical LBT style shoulder pads. They're okay. I personally would upgrade these. They're lightly padded, hook, loop hook, closed, and you have one wrap cable management, a single point on the side right there. The shoulders are adjustable using that tri-glide like so. If you really wanted to, you could even get extra light tension, bring it through and bring it around. Kind of not necessary, but it is something you can do if you really wanted to. Rock buckle integration for the front. That's different. So I know LBT has a version of their 1694 that does use, I believe, tubes, but it might be rock buckles for the shoulders. None of the 1694As, 1694 releasables, RSs, or anything I've ever used had these. It's a much later iteration. I think it's okay. I'm not a big fan. The Cummerbund is your standard LBT fare. It is a big pass-through pocket on the back, which I'll show in a second. And then we have our Cummerbund with the shock cord tying it off for extra girth and everything else. You have this pad on the inside here. I've never been a big fan of that. That was more in the releasable. That for mine, I think my 694A may have had that. Oh, you got pals back here. I don't know what that's for. I have no clue why you'd want pals back here. Maybe to put a mag pouch or some shit. I wouldn't, but who knows? Whatever. LBT might have it. I have not seen it on theirs, on any of my LBT products, but maybe the newer iterations have it. You do have this large mesh pocket on the inside of the actual Cummerbund, and then you have a radio pocket right here. So you have 4-inch elastic separating it out, so you have a radio pocket. So let's grab a radio to show you what that's like. Got an AR-152 from Baofeng, very close approximation to a 152. I'll shove that in there and then secure it off with the button. So that is an integrated radio pouch on your Cummerbund. I like it. I actually use it on my 1694 RS for my FGD kit. That's how I run my radio, and I find it to be quite comfortable. You could get a magazine in here if you were so inclined. Not the best fit, but it'll work in a pinch. So if you were trying to plus up, you could, but whatever. So plate bag, you got a big piece of Velcro inside here too. I believe that is copied off for running a upgraded frag kit for the LBTs, like the throat and all that kind of stuff. You don't really need it in the Airsoft version. Overall, not a bad piece of kit. Something I noticed they're missing. Oh, no, they're not. There it is. Okay. It's different on my Cummerbund. That's why I was about to say it's missing, but they do have... Oh, no. Wait. Is that visible? Yep, there we go. Big Velcro pocket here, and that should be for adding side plates to this Cummerbund. If you really wanted to run side plates, you could. You throw it in here, and then they make a... This should be big enough for a 6x6 by itself, just to go in here and close off. But if not, I know LBT made a small little plate cover that would Velcro in here, and you could put a 6x8 in there and run that. Overall, not a bad piece of kit. Definitely very close to the London Bridge as far as styling. The material feels off. Doesn't feel like 500 or 1,000. I think it might be 600D, which is that weird middle zone. It's like a slightly cheaper fabric that you can make stuff in. It works okay. It's not bad. It's not like it's going to be, oh, that makes it a piece of shit. But it definitely doesn't feel like 500, and it is absolutely not 1,000. I don't really care for the rock buckles. I just think they're a pain in the ass to work with. Some people think they're easier and better than tubes. I don't. But that's just my personal thing. But it is what it is. Now, I know most of you are like, well, wear it. I want to see it on you. Again, this isn't mine. It's not set up for me. I'm not going to mess with his settings. He loaned it to me to review. I like it. I did put it on. It fit more or less. But like I said, I put the training plates in it. I put it on. I loaded it with the mags. It felt okay. It was comfortable enough. I could run this, but I don't want to change all his settings because he has it kind of dialed in for him right now. Overall, though, I think it's a good buy if you're getting into airsoft. If you are looking for a plate carrier that has some modernish features and you're doing a lot of flat range stuff, or just you're on a budget, this might be something to look at. I have to get the exact price again from him and what he paid for it. So I'll put that in the description below. I'll put a link where you can find these if you're interested. Pretty sure he got it off eBay. But all in all, if you're looking for a one-stop, one and done kind of plate carrier, this will get you in the game and get you in pretty quick. Because it'll carry mags, it'll have a radio, and it's got the ability to run other pouches on it. Anyway, that's all I got, guys. I hope you liked this review of the Emerson 094K. Get out there, man. LARP Smarter and harder. Play some airsoft. I'll see you on the field. Peace.